I'm Megan.
I'm Ciera.
And I'm Maggie.
And we're from TC2. For today's video, we are hopping back on TikTok, but this time instead of making gymnastics into your TikToks, we're going to be trying out some of the little tutorials that we've been seeing around. I'm so excited for this video. I think that we have 4 different ones we're going to try out, and it's just like from us, we've scrolled through TikTok and like you find these tutorials. One of them has 1.6 million likes. So that's for how to do an aerial. We're gonna see, considering all of us have some sort of gymnastics or cheer tumbling background, you would think that these tutorials would only help us out. So if they don't work for us, they're probably not gonna work for like the general public.
Looking at them, I don't know how they work.
What is a standing pole?
Yeah, I've seen that one and I was like, I would love to see this.
When you watch it, it looks like it might work. But then you have to realize that the people doing these, like they already have the skill, so they're just doing what looks like an easy progression up, but they're just kind of like toning their skill down. So I'm not too sure about it, but we're gonna try it out. So let's get started. Alright, so we're gonna be starting off with the aerial tutorial, and he just says like, oh, 6 or something simple steps to like get an aerial, and we'll have it on the screen over here. Basically, how he's working up to it is pretty much just like stepping around his feet like until eventually it goes over his head. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. And we've all, Megan and I have had our aerials before. Maggie hasn't, so if she learns it, then, you know, good for her. But having some experience with an aerial, like we can't do it currently, but if we can get it back, like I still don't know if it would work if you've never done an aerial before. Step 1. Got it, okay.
Like what?
You have to make sure you're doing it with your good leg too, so I'm a lefty.
So I'm a righty, so I go that way.
Alright, nailed it, we're doing good, okay. Okay, step 2, crouch. Okay.
Ready, and go.
Crouch. My butt! Let's do that again. Really gotta make sure.
That was supposed to be low.
This was low? Yeah. Kind of awkward, honestly.
How does he like do that so fluently?
Step 3, head down, and kind of like butt up in it.
My butt was up. Wait, is it supposed to be up now?
Head down, low, butt up. I'm gonna like fall or like hit one of you.
That was
okay. Alright, so now for this step, I have to jump to my feet, but I'm still crouched and stuff, so we'll see. Here it is. Did I do it? I mean, you jumped. I mean, like, I don't know what else he's doing, so sure. Alright, I'm also going to try the same step. I'm a lefty this time, so I'm going that way. Am I low enough? Am I like... Yeah, I think so. I mean... Sure.
Like this?
And then jump.
I feel like a ninja.
Try to keep your head down more, I think, if you can.
What do you mean? My head is literally all the way down. Like that? Like
yeah.
Bend my legs?
I don't know. Yeah, he's kind of bending his legs. I don't know.
I feel like
that's the closest you've ever gotten to aerial. Alright, we're on to the next step. Just like just trying to shoot your legs up higher, I think. I think that's the main focus. Is like chest was already down, now try and like shoot your legs up higher. Also, we like said this off camera, but like this is standing. Like he's teaching us standing aerial, and you know when you learn this, you usually learn it running. So if we can get it standing, like I don't think I've ever done a standing aerial. I have, but who knows how long it's been. So. Oh god. It kind of like it looks like something. Like if you've never done parkour or anything, it at least looks like that.
Do it again.
Oh god.
What?
This is working, Maggie?
No.
No?
It just looks like parkour. It will never look like a real aerial, I don't think.
Okay. Okay, that one was not low enough.
I got scared.
I mean, like, it's kind of an aerial. It's weird, like where do you draw?
It's like a parkour aerial. People used to do that.
That was actually pretty good.
Oh no, mine's gonna be so bad. Guys, I could never do an aerial, so mine's gonna be worse. Ready?
Yep.
Oh no. Do I like go like that?
Yeah, same thing. We're just progressing. It was it was there.
It felt strange.
Now try and shoot your legs up a little bit higher at the end. Guys, this is the closest Maggie's gotten to an aerial, and I'm so proud. Okay, we're in the next step. So he starts standing up tall and then kind of lowers down into it and just goes. I think this is the last one before the aerial. So that was it. No, I think he does. I mean, that's essentially the same thing. So I guess now we just like keep going until we do it. All right, so start tall and then go for it. Can I like step into it?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna help
I think he does at the end, so. That was actually kind of close.
I mean,
like, just focus on like your jumping still. You just need to land on your feet.
Hard to. Okay. I don't know how to shoot my first leg up anymore. Okay.
I think you're starting to think too much like a gymnast.
Ah! Someone else go. Here we go. Oh god, my leg gave out. Try that again. It gets kind of scary once you start standing up again.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
It wasn't great either. It wasn't close. Thing. I feel like I need to kind of like go back to the other one and then. Why am I getting scared now?
Because it's low-key scary. You're like diving into the ground.
I'm like, what's going on?
What if I just like put it aerial?
Do it, I dare you. Whip it out.
Okay, it's scarier when you're standing up now, I realize. I'm scared. Okay, ready? That one was the first one yet.
Like, Maggie's not putting her hands down, but we're, like, she's not getting the height, so we need to mix ours.
No!
I, like, can't do it from standing up. It's way easier when you're like this.
Start.
Oh, that was so bad. Why is it so bad now?
So we just finished our first TikTok tutorial. What are our final thoughts on the aerial tutorial? 2 thumbs down. Okay, I think
medium.
that Maggie, considering that, I think that's the closest Maggie's probably been to doing an aerial. I don't think she was like close.
Yeah, but like it's not technical. Like,
I don't think this would be good for like a gymnastics aerial. I think it's really hard to go from like that kind of like chest, like sideways, legs whipping around the side to like being literally like up and down, legs in the air, chest like down. Like at that point, it's not just you jumping your legs to the other side. It's you pushing your legs over the top of your body. And then at the end, Megan and I tried to just like do normal aerials to see if like even just doing those progressions would help, and like we still didn't do our aerial. I feel like my mind just kind of like switched back to like everything I had previously learned for like how to do an aerial, and like the TikTok didn't exactly help with that. Let us know if it helped you if you tried it.
But don't hurt yourself. Alright, so now we're going to be on the trampoline and we're doing the kaboom tutorial, which we call them like monkey rolls. I don't even know why I call them that. Did I make that up?
No. I mean, I think that's just what they're called in gymnastics.
Why? Yeah, whatever, monkey roll, but he says a kaboom, and then he tries to do a double kaboom. But basically, this tutorial isn't a tutorial. His first thing is you land flat, second, smack feet, third, tuck. Why do you smack your feet?
That's what I'm confused about.
And then he does like a double kaboom, so he's also on like a competitive trampoline, is that what they're called? And this is just like a normal trampoline, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but we're gonna try it out.
Honestly, I don't even like landing on my back.
What?
I don't even like landing on my back, so this would be a challenge for me. And Maggie, I think you're the best at this.
Alright, so first step is land on your back.
Yeah. Bam.
Bam. I remember when I used to be so scared of it, and now that's like the only thing I do. And then when I first did it on the trampoline, I was like, oh, I'm cool enough.
Just embrace it.
See, it's like fun.
I'm always afraid to freaking land on my neck.
I remember with my neighbors, that was the only thing they could do, so I was like, oh, I can't do that. That's like cool.
Okay. Step 2, smack feet.
Let me see. Oh, wait, I don't even jump that high. Wait! I was trying to hit my feet and I you hit your feet.
I don't know. Try landing flat. Let's all try doing that.
Okay, we're going back to landing flat.
You did good.
Oh, doesn't it feel weird?
Did I do it?
Yeah. Alright, so now flat and feet.
Is he like using his feet to like push himself up? Touch feet.
How does he do that? Like, I can't hit my feet.
I don't know. I really have no idea. Do it like how you normally do it.
You try. Someone else try.
I really have like no.
Who knew that smacking your feet could be hard?
When it comes to this stuff, like I can't.
Look at your feet. Can't go back up. See? Do your feet smack?
No, I think I'm kind of keeping it on.
A whale? No, it doesn't work.
Do it how you do it.
I lean on my feet when I do it backwards.
That's fine too. I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Ah! It's really, if I can do it, you can do it.
I'm scared. Can you try it? Hey, you tried it. I tried it.
See, it's not bad.
Okay, I'm gonna commit.
Woo! It's not bad.
Okay.
Woo!
I'm gonna commit.
Like, it doesn't
Also,
even
at this
matter.
point, this is not a tutorial. This is just us, like, we'll give our own mini tutorial. If I can learn it. I bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Keep bringing your feet over.
You like, we did a handstand, but with no hands.
Why do I do it so weird?
You like come out of your tuck.
All right, so we all did a kaboom, a single kaboom, not the double, but I don't think we were really expecting to do the double. I wouldn't say his tutorial was bad, but like I think it's so much we could give a better one.
I think it's like you have to do that on that trampoline because that doesn't work on that.
So what I would say if you're doing a normal trampoline, which I'm sure like most of you have access to one of those before you have access to one of these competition trampolines, would be like to practice landing on your back with your legs already piked, and then on the way up, pull your feet down to the other side, and like you could backward roll if you would kind of want to have your hands ready
Like
just
I
in
did.
case. I was like landing on my hands like 3 times before I actually did it, so.
When I taught myself, I just like thought of like my toes being like magneted to behind my head, and then it works.
Yeah, so I don't know if this works great for, you know, normal trampolines. Maybe it's the best way to do it on that, so. But we all did it, so. Yeah, we did it. All right, we are now on to trying the Tik Tok standing full tutorial. So we've got some mats set up kind of similar to how they have it in the video. The very first thing that it has us trying to do is just facing this way and then doing a full spin onto the mat, landing on our back. And then I think we go to the floor for something, and then it's just like progressively getting closer to it looking like a standing full. I'm not sure that this is going to get anywhere close to a standing full, but we're gonna try it out. Okay, the very first thing, arms in a T, spin whatever way.
Like fold down.
Easy. Okay.
You're landing it.
A little sideways, but it's okay. There.
I'm not gonna move the two things. Swing this way.
Whatever way you want.
Ooh.
Look at that, easy. Cheer.
Cheer.
The next progression is us doing the same thing, but at the end we're going to go into a puck position,
Puck.
which I would just call it tuck position, but I didn't make the tutorial. Kind of. Not bad. I'm trying to like do his thing because it looks like he's like here halfway, and then he
He
like.
does it like, yeah, right when he's like this. You ready? Was that it?
I mean, same as what we did. And then
and get on your knees.
Is that what he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he lands like a Superman.
I thought he like landed on his side, like that, and then
I think he does.
like that.
I don't get how he lands like that. Why do you
Hey, that was
way?
good.
Why do
That
you
was just
both-
like his.
Ah, your knee got caught.
Yeah, that was bad.
I can't flip now. Like this?
Yeah, and then on your knees.
I feel like Ciera did not flip.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, and then yes.
Yeah.
Ciera, that was good.
That was a standing pull.
Little
Check. I want to get up here, but I can't.
That was bad.
Megan's like getting so into it.
I know. Like, let's go. Yeah, that was your best one. So you can still kind of do that sideways twist. Higher and higher. Oh my god, you actually, like, you kind of stopped yourself halfway.
Was I doing it?
No, yes,
stop.
you were! Yes!
I like that the beam is right there.
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting somewhere.
You're like, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Not bad.
Okay, well, I think that one actually like worked kind of well. Like
I liked that
I was
one.
surprised at how. I mean, okay, am I gonna say am I close to standing full? Like, probably not. But I feel like I'm getting the feel for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it's a good like this is how it's gonna feel like.
And it's not that scary.
Yeah, that's why I liked it, because when you think of a standing full, you just kind of think of like, oh, you have to just throw it. But this was like a nice progression where I think if you were to spend a lot of time doing it, I think that it actually could help you, and like you might actually get your standing full with it. So yeah, I liked it.
This one's probably my favorite one to try out of all three of them. I don't know about you guys. Same. Also, just so you know, we're not saying you guys should go out and try these, but if you do, make sure you're careful and only do things that you feel like you can actually do safely.
Or just enjoy this video and watching us do
Yeah.
them. Yeah, don't try them out
Watching
yourself.
us risk our bodies for you guys.
Shout out from last week's video goes to this person on the screen. Thank you so much for watching and supporting our videos.
And since I don't think it'd be very common to have you guys like say what you've learned from TikTok, how about you say a skill that you've learned from watching our videos?
Yeah.
Woo!
Make sure you follow all of our social medias above and subscribe if you have not already, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.